Alright, today we can get all the catalysts and the intrinsics for the Wolfsbane exotic from the Heliostat exotic quest. We can check here. We can reshape this. You can see that we have all unlocked: Attrition Orbs, Relentless Strikes, Burning Ambition, and Subroutine Recursion. And then we have the intrinsic 4. So we're gonna go all the catalysts first. The main thing is that you need to make sure you're playing on Master and above difficulty for the exotic mission. I recommend today playing on Master because of changes of power. Everything is forcing you below Delta. You'll be 20 below for Master difficulty, which isn't that bad. A bit beefy still, but I don't recommend doing anything above that. You don't really need to. You can add modifiers. So I added the class healing. It'll be different some other days. But all the grapplers out too, which may help a little bit to go a bit faster, but you don't need it. But you can add modifiers, bonus modifiers to make this bit better for your build. All right, so that's that. Let's go ahead and show you guys the catalysts. And the first one, which will be Attrition Orbs. So the way the catalysts work, you pick up a Datapad and you insert it into a terminal. Some puzzles. The first one, very simple. You start the very exotic mission. There should be a Datapad over here in this corner. Pick up the Datapad and you go ahead and interact with the red terminal, basically. Very simple. And just a reminder is that you can do all of it at the same time. So once you do it, you can pick up all 4 Datapads and insert in the terminal. You can do all of it, and then once you finish the mission, it should all drop at the end. All right, so the next Datapad will be, or catalyst, will be Relentless Strikes, I'm pretty sure. This one here is after the first encounter. You head down the elevator, and there should be a new circle here that you can spawn and hack. Spawn a Hacking Psion. Now I don't know if you need to have the sword with you. I have it equipped, but I could be wrong. So you're gonna go ahead and interact with the panel there to put your Hacking Psion there, and we have these 3 symbols here. So click on these symbols here. Will move the elevator, and where it moves to the symbol on the roof, basically. So you have to make sure that if you do by accident, you're gonna have to call it back, pressing the left arrow, which is the one to the left, and this will move it back down. But so once you get it back down to the base of it, you want to make sure that once you press the right symbol, you want to make sure to jump onto it. Once you jump onto it, it'll lead you to the symbol, to the roof that shows the right symbol. So, and it opens the door, you put that Datapad, so you execute the hack, jump onto it, make sure you get onto it, and just wait for it to get to the certain point. Eventually, it reaches the right symbol, which was the symbol you pressed on before. Then you can go ahead and head inside the room, and the room will have the Datapad. Pick up the Datapad, like so. Then you're going to go back and head to the bottom, down to the elevator again. And you're going to go and press the X symbol. The X symbol is the door there as well. Once you head back down here, you're going to go ahead, well, not the X symbol now, but you're going to have to wait for it to come back down. So you're going to jump on. So click the left arrow, wait for it to come back down, press the X symbol. It'll go back up to the X area. Door will open up. And then there we'll have the terminal and the dialogue for this storyline, basically, with Ikora, and Lodi. Alright, so after clearing the second encounter with the code and everything, you're going to go ahead and have to activate these 3 terminals here. So from spawn, this is from backwards from spawn, we can see where we entered in for the first time. There is a terminal at the back over here, right? So from spawn, you're gonna go ahead and activate this terminal. Now there's gonna be 2 other terminals. You'll hear some sound effects of things moving around. Yeah. That's all right. So you're gonna go and now head over to either side, so either to the right side or the left side, either or, your choice. Doesn't matter what order. There's no order to this. Just pick whatever side, and you're gonna see that there's gonna be a terminal on the wall pillars, basically. So kill your hobgoblins here, and you're gonna ride the elevator up. And you're just going to try to get enough height to drop off onto the pillar to the right side. But head to the top, drop down. You're going to activate this terminal over here. Next, you're going to head to the other side of the map. Basically, instead of going to the right side, we're going to the left side now. This one's more simple. There's going to be a little bit of a path here on this pillar. And it's just going to be right over here. Once you activate this terminal, you activate it. It says central systems rebooted. So it reboots the central system, which is the essential area of the second encounter. You can now call a Hacking Psion again. Now you're going to have 3 new symbols on the central area. So you're going to do the same thing as you did for second encounter, and left to right. See, new symbols, left to right. Do the same thing, and you're going to just look through each one. So for me, those are the symbols. So for me, I need to find the down symbol. It's not there. Then you head to the next one. Or I'm not sure the whole thing here, but you can see down symbol. Do that. So you're just gonna do the same thing. You would send the Hacking Psion over here. Do the same path, basically, like so. Head inside. Just I'll do one example here, just to make sure, just to show you guys, right? Then you just interact with this, and then that gets accepted. Then you go to the next one. Do that to 2 other ones in order from left to right. When you do the third one, it will say, wait, I should say that what I do. Oh, I guess it's the second one. Now I do the last one. I should say access granted on the bottom left there. You're gonna head back to the middle room. Well, kinda, just to show you what opens up. So what opens up is this little room at the beginning area. So the door opens up over here, but now we're missing a datapad. Datapad, this one took me a bit to find, but it makes the most sense that it's there. So we'll show you guys where it is. So this room is very symmetrical, and there's only this one thing here, which is this broken panel, and this leads you to the datapad. Now, I understand, I get it. This whole thing has been symmetrical. This all blue roof, okay, but this actually from before this week. I was always suspicious with this panel. Like, why is this here? Compared to everything is perfect, everything is clean, and it's just this one thing over here the entire time, bro. It just took me like 20 minutes to find, bro. I don't know, bro. Bungie. Everything is just how it is, huh? Just pick it up. Head back to the middle area, and then you can get the Burning Ambition catalyst. There you go. So insert that. Next one. So the next one is in the parkour area over here, and it's on this. Starting on this side. This side is where the terminal from the second Burning Ambition catalyst. It's the panel with that's hidden behind the pillar. This is the side we're on now. On stream, I was like, oh, I know exactly where this is. All right, and I was correct, 100% correct. It's very suspicious where this datapad was, and the terminal. We knew the terminal was the entire time because you could just find it before the update. But today you couldn't see the datapad. Today you can. So you're gonna get to the end of this area over here. So in this tunnel here, I saw this last week where there's a hole right over here for whatever reason. There's just this random hole. I'm like, this is where the datapad is, and surely enough, there it is. All right, so acquired datapad. This is the third one. I was like, bro, this is it. This is where they're gonna put it. So there we go. Of course. So that is datapad. The terminal is on the other side. So you want to start here first, because then if you did the other area first, you hit the backtrack. Not really backtrack, because technically you can take the elevator from in the middle area. There's an elevator here you can take, and you can skip the parkour, but you can't skip the parkour if you did the other side first. So you head back now you go to the left side. From there, head to the end of the tunnel area, into the tunnel. Instead of going to the terminal to activate the grav lift, you're gonna head to the right side, so entering it, right? It's the back area. You have the terminal, some pretty cool dialogue with Neptune. I don't know, it's not spoilers, but listen to yourself. We love Neptune. Finish the mission as you would. You can get all 4, all 3, whatever progress you did, all at the same time. Once you get the chest, opens up, top or right side, you can see we got all 3 there that we didn't have before, and that's it. That's all the catalysts for this sword. Now we can do the intrinsics real quick. So for intrinsics, you need to have the sword equipped. You can do this all in the catalyst run. You could do this all at the same time, or you can do it separate if you don't want to use this. You need to be in master difficulty and above. You need to have the exotic, of course. So this is going to be after the first encounter. You're going to have to destroy these 3 Vex nodes in those respective areas. So the first one is going to be here in the fake door area, and then you're going to break it with your sword equipped. and then you are good to go for that. Nothing will be said when you break it. You have to get all 3 in order to get the intrinsic to drop, basically. Next one is going to be within these walls in the second area. This is basically the room before the next area, the last area to traverse. So just like this hallway, but you wouldn't really go here because nothing over there, but because the only way to go is straight here. So that's the main cue, the main gimmick for. And then the last one is in the bottom right over here. So instead of heading to the exit, you're going to just head to the right side of the room, bottom right, a very dark area, and I should drop you number 2 for intrinsic. I forgot that what I normally do. I normally do catalysts and intrinsics at the same time to make it easy for you guys. I kind of forgot. I forgot that was a thing, but I want to get the catalyst out as soon as possible. So, oh well. If you're watching this and haven't done anything, you should probably. The order is catalyst 1, intrinsic 2, catalyst 2, catalyst 3, intrinsic 2, catalyst 4, intrinsic 3 or 4, whatever. That's the order you should do it in if you in terms of doing it all in one run, but I didn't do that like that. So the first one you can find doing the parkour. You should be. It's kind of hard to miss this one. This is the pillar, the one with the pillar terminal with the pillar on the wall. You can see that when you're climbing up. Other 2 is on the other pillar, other side basically. So take the portal, do that. So take the right side for that one. These ones are hard to miss. They're going to be on the traversal area, so not like I'm skipping the video ahead, yeah, but you cannot miss these ones. They're on the traversal path. Last one, just again right before you enter the tunnel to get the grav lifts activated. That's the last one, or depending on what area we go to the first 2 on one side, 1 on the other side. The other one is just like on an off-beaten path. The other 2 are on path to get to this area. Next one is the last 3 for the 4th intrinsic. It's in the boss room. You're gonna do opening the doors up with the buff, and then the first one you can get one of them, or it should be one of the first ones you get. There's one outside, but the one on these little computers over here. Then you can head back outside. You could get this one first if you could, but it's just outside on the left side of the boss room, and then you use the buff again. To get to this next room over here, and then this should have the last intrinsic, and that should be everything for this gun. I always say gun, this sword. Get all of the stuff there, and there we go. Now, just to avoid any confusion, when you are going to, if you want to use, let's say this one, Subroutine Recursion, it will probably say cannot purchase. You have to level up your sword like any other catalyst or any type of other perks to unlock for certain crafting stuff. You need to level it up, so you can either do activities or you spend glimmer and enhancement cores to level it up. I got to level 17 and it's good enough for that. I do not even know what it does, that perk. It just makes you heal more and can spawn nanites. If you get hit. I don't know how good that is. Take a look. I want to take a look, actually. I'm going to take a look at it. I'll be honest, someone smarter should do this. I don't really understand it that much. I mean, someone could do the comparison of it healing you more, depending on your stacks are. And it says taken while damage nanosalt is active, has a chance to generate nanos nearby. I think I do see it. It's like little orbs you pick up. I'm not sure that really does, to be honest with you. So if we charge up our nano assaults here, you have to, like, we do have like this. We do have a little, like, a risk runner type thing that pops up near us. You can see that. I don't know if that's always been a thing. I'm not entirely sure. But I don't really know what else. I am getting healed, like, you know, weirdly. But I don't really know if it's really doing anything different. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, I don't know. I ain't no tester. I don't know anything what's going on, but there you go, I guess. So you all the catalysts. Make sure you level it up to get it, and that's it. So that is everything pretty much in the exotic mission. And yeah, so enjoy that.